for this final series. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Brazilian Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Kamikaze. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Eximius Gaming, the veteran himself. It is Shakti. Let's go. Let's go. We have our TVP, we have our grand finals before us. Again, almost midnight in Brazil. Our players, they're not degens, okay? We're not gonna game until 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. No. We wake up when the sun rises, and we go to bed when it sets. We're normal humans. Let's go. As Kamikaze is setting up a bit of a cheeky proxy. Okay. So the initial Rax is being proxied. There is no second SCV, bear that in mind, so it's not going to be a proxy 2 Rax. It looks like just some light aggression, some light harassment here. 1 Rax proxied. I imagine another back at home. We'll see. See how this all comes together. Or do we go proxy Rax into factory? Oh, that'll be spicy. If we go for a proxy 1-1-1. What do you have for us? What do you got? Probe does confirm that the Rax is missing. Does confirm double gas. Reaper's on the way. Okay, SCV is coming back. In a sense, it's coming back. Okay. I was expecting a factory, but no, it is going to be proxy ghost. Alright, Pappy. It's time to go full LA. Let's go. Oh my god. So you heard about going full LA, Nana. Full Latino America, papi. Let's go. Proper Manco StarCraft. Shout out to old mate Jaime. Shout out to Jaime. As the Reaper has arrived. Dipping into the main. Hoping to keep the opponent busy. Hoping to keep Shakti's attention on the Reaper. While Cloak is being researched. Tech Lab is done, and the ghosts, they're coming. Let's go. The ghosts are on the way. We'll see if Kamikaze can bust in. Second Rax back at home. Bunker as well to be safe. Now, what's important about ghosts is they can actually kill probes really quickly. There have been these ghost all-ins in the past in this matchup that can pop off. The probe! Oh! He scouts! He's on! He scouts and he does come across it. Oh my god, he checks, he confirms the proxy. Now, this still looks kind of like proxy Marauder. It isn't entirely clear that it's going to be proxy ghost from the side of Kamikaze. But the Reaper does shut down the probe. Again, Shakti knew that the proxy was somewhere because there was no initial Rax, so he knew that there was a Rax elsewhere on the map. And does find and confirm the proxy. Aye. As the first ghost is hiding in the tall grass. Again, this could still be Marauder for all Shakti knows. Tech Lab is going to go down. That will not deny the ghost. The ghost will continue to build. And we have 2 ghosts. 2 ghosts to work with. And Cloak. The ghost is revealed. He knows. Or does he? The ghosts are moving out. Shakti should have recognized what's going on. Back then, we have a shield battery. We have a robot on the way for detection. Ghosts are making their way into the mineral lines. I think 2 ghosts one-shot probes. Did they one-shot? We're gonna find out. It's been a while. Yeah. 2 ghosts one-shot probes. And we do go for the mineral line. We have to line up those shots. And we focus on every single... Oh, we do have a missed shot there. Bit of miscontrol. But 5 probe kills so far. And we're not done. We're going into the main. Yeah, going into the main base. Stalkers are racing back. They recall back home. Cloak is about to run out. We're running out of energy. We are running out. We do get the revelation. As we get 15 probe kills. 16 probe. Oh my god. We get a mineral line. 16 probes. Could have gotten like 2 more here on the low ground. But regardless, 16 is pretty good. It's not bad. And just like that, Kamikaze does take a worker lead. He's expanding back at home, going into his CC. But again, I'm sure he was hoping to do a little bit more critical damage. It was good. Is it enough? That is the question. Is that enough damage? As the Oracle gets across the map. Into the main base, into the mineral line. Gets 4 CVs. Disqualify him if he doesn't go nukes. Let's go. Not quite, not quite. Just the cloak ghost. Oh, as these stalkers are getting a lot of value here. The boys are being pulled to surround. They're gonna surround, but there's only one marine. Yeah. There's just nothing at home. There's just nothing at home to defend. There were like 3 marines. GG, and Shakti will take game number 1. Let's go. 6 AM or bust. Oh no. GG, well played. And with that, Shakti takes the lead in the series, and I'm excited to see what the hell happens here in game number 2. Again, it is getting quite late for our players. They are getting tired, so I imagine it's going to be a fast series here, even if it goes to the ace match. Show us some cheese. Now it's Shakti's turn. Now it's the Protoss player's turn. Give us like a forge into cannon rush or something. Pop off, Pappy. Pop off. Here we go. As lobby has been made. And we're getting into Golden Aura as game 2. Are getting into game number 2 here, and can we force the ace match? The pressure is now on Kamikaze. Can we bring it home? Can we bring it home? What a way to end it, Pappy. What a way. Oh my god. This game is crazy. Wild. You can hear the beefs we are loading in. I'm hoping we get an ace match, but it does come down to Kamikaze here. Can he bring it back? And here we go. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Golden Aura, we have our Brazilian Terran player, the blue Terran representing Ximius Gaming, down in this series. Can he bounce back and force the ace match? It is Kamikaze. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Brazilian Protoss, the red Protoss representing Ximius Gaming. It is Shakti. Ordelas, one more game is all he needs to be this week's Code for Giants Cup champion. Here we go. Who is the Giants? Will it be Shakti? Will it be Kamikaze? Show us what you got. This time, Rax at home. Rax is being thrown down back at home instead, not being proxied. Let's go. So no initial cheese from our Terran player this time. I appreciated the proxy ghost build. Again, we have seen that build. If it goes unscattered, you already saw that 16 pros went down. If it goes unscattered, even more damage. You can get even more damage with those first 2 ghosts. And because the proxy was scouted, it meant that we only had 2 ghosts because the tech lab was sniped, but we could have seen even more. We could have seen a 3rd and a 4th ghost. Then they can EMP the stalkers. They can actually fight back. Like, that build has been done a couple of years ago in the past, but has been actually used to great effect, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying. It's a very niche build. Very niche. I think I've seen it like twice before in pro play or something. No. But regardless, here we go. Gonna be settling in. I'm gonna be settling in. It's gonna be a Gate Cyber Expand. Shakti going for a standard opener. Likewise, Kamikaze going for an economic opener. Single gas geyser means Rax into CC in the main base. Eventually, we'll be landed over towards that natural. Eventually, we'll see the expand. We'll get there. We will get there and soon embrace a longer game. Kamikaze up, scouting for proxies himself, checking for any kind of crazy gateway locations. Make sure everything's on the up and up. Probe goes down, Twilight Council gets thrown down as well. Shakti going for a Twilight Council opener. Now, this should be for Blink, but if you recall, if you were here earlier today, between Shakti and Yan. Shakti on side Delta did go Dark Shrine. He went Twilight Council into Dark Shrine, which did end up pulling Yan apart and did kill him. That's how the ace match did conclude between Yan and Shakti. We'll see if it happens again. Reaper dips in. Gets across the map, likewise at the depth as well. Reaper getting a probe kill, not bad. One probe goes down. Gets one, gets two. Gets two probes, but doesn't get the full scouts. Twilight Council is not quite scouted, actually. Yeah, Kamikaze's in the dark. And I'm waiting. Dark Shrine. There it is! Dark Shrine is on the way. Let's go! Again, we saw this earlier today, and Shakti is doing it again. It's going to be the DTs. Now, you might be thinking, hold up, don't Terran players have scans? You're not wrong. Terran players do have scans. But if the Terran players' macro is too good, or if they're playing not cautiously, if they mule, and if they don't have scans, then what can you do? If you don't have scans, if you don't have a Raven, if you don't have an eBay and turrets, then these Dark Templar can pop off. Oh boy. Here we go. So we'll see how safe Kamikaze plays. As again, he has not been able to scout the natural or the main. Cyclone is dipping in. It is going to be a medevac opener. Going for a Cyclone drop. You have another warp in. So far, the Dark Shrine is still unscattered. Kamikaze back at home. What's scary is if he scans the main base, he still will not see the Dark Shrine. That's what's terrifying. Won't quite spot it. Cyclone's in position, going for a drop. The drop will miss the move out of Shakti. And do we have scans? We just muled! Kamikaze just muled from his main, and he has one scan available here at the natural. This CC has a scan! Does have a scan. DTs are waddling in. Okay, he holds on. He holds on to the scan. He does have it available at the same time. Drop across the map. Scan in the main. One DT goes down, but there's still one more Dark Templar. And no scans left. Raven's on the way. Cyclones into the main base. Kamikaze is getting some counter damage done. SCVs and probes are going down. We force a recall. The army does recall back home. Not bad. 5 probes. DT still popping up. 7 probes. Oh my, 7 probes. Oh my god. 7 probes go down. Another scan. Oh, sorry, a Raven is now available, so we don't need any more scans. One more SCV falls, but so far so good. Kamikaze does defend. Kamikaze defends, so does Shakti. As the dust settles, worker counts are pretty similar to each other. Pretty close. Shakti attempts another dive. Is denied. Sim isn't done, of course, so this prism is, oh my god, flying very close to the sun. Jesus. Shakti, calm down. Might have to recall it to safety. As there are cyclones in the mid. There's cyclones! Oh god. Shakti, calm down. Breathe. Oh, yeah, with the Viking, we're gonna clean this up. Massive pick of DT and a prism as well. Nice cleanup here from Kamikaze. Across the map, Shakti taking a third, is expanding. Behind this, settling into his own charge, gateways, bays on the way for Colossus production. Shakti is building up towards the mid game, but still needs some time to settle in. So it does need time. Where's the pull to repair? Stalker's moving out just to make sure they keep an eye on any kind of move out from Kamikaze. Spot the main army. Cyclones from behind. Link is not done. Yeah, we will clean up these Stalkers. They at least spot the move out. But these are some expensive losses here for Shakti. Leaving out 2 Stalkers. Three Stalkers even. With that, Shakti in a bit of trouble. Back at home, getting into his first Colossus. Likewise, Kamikaze landing his 3rd base. I would give Kamikaze the economic edge. We have 3 base versus 3 base. And again, typically the Protoss player wants to be upper base compared to the Terran. So Kamikaze is looking solid. He has mules. He has turrets. DT comes in. We have a scan. Oh. Unable to lock the front door though, and the DT does manage to get away from the scan. Is going to force out. Oh, we have a Raven. Okay. Yeah, with the help of the Raven, we will clean this up. With some okay damage from Shakti. And he's turtling. He's turtling up back at home. We have 4 shield batteries to defend. That's a lot of shield batteries. 4 shield batteries, 3 Colossus. We have the Temple Archives. That should be for Storm. And Archons. And it looks like we have a moment to calm things down and to settle in. Second Robo. And that should be for Disruptor production, I imagine. Or just Immortal. Could go for either or. Could go for either at this point. There it is. Disruptors are on the way. So I guess we're not going for Storm. Typically we go for one or the other. Scan does reveal the army. Does confirm the second Robo as well. Does kind of tell Kamikaze to, of course, invest into his Ghosts, into his Vikings as well. For all these Colossus. We are just going to be having a bit of a lull period here. Okay. After a chaotic start, after a very chaotic start, we can calm things down. Double drop towards the main base. Stalker's in position. Another warp in as well. Shakti is ready in the main. Likewise, the 4th is looking a little bit more exposed. Kamikaze is headed in that direction. It does hit the 4th base. Looking for a cancel. We'll force it. There it is. Cancel the 4th. Not bad. Dropping into the main. Stalkers are ready. But Blink is not. Blink is not. Blink is not done. Drops do get away. It's a very nice pickup here from Kamikaze. Nice expansion. Still ready for a drop into the main. 4th base on location. Viking production has commenced, as we did mention. 2nd starport. And Kamikaze shouldn't move out until he reaches his final form. Until he reaches, you know, a solid mass of Viking bio. Kamikaze isn't there yet. He's going to be clearing up these pylons, denying vision from his opponent. Does deny vision. Base getting up and running. Oh, we're going to Sky. We're going to the late game. Okay. Shakti, we're not just hurtling up towards a robo-based army, but no, we have Stargate. We have +1 air attack as well. We're getting ready for Sky Toss. We haven't really seen. I mean, we have seen a little bit of mid game so far in this tournament, but yeah, we've yet to really embrace the late game. That has not happened, not yet tonight. Until now, potentially. We're making our way towards late game. We're not there yet, but it's happening. It's coming. And Kamikaze doesn't know.
Ghost reporting.
As he's still building up. Getting more ghosts. 4th base getting saturated. Both players are about to max out. Scans the main, but ooh, does not see much. Barely. That Cybercore is out of vision. Oh no, he spots it. He sees it researching. Big scout. Okay. He does spot it researching just barely. So that is a sign. That is a tell. That also confirms for Kamikaze he should be investing a little bit harder into these Vikings. I mean, +2 ship weapons already on the way. Kamikaze's already getting there. Ooh, meanwhile, do you catch some of these Marines? 8 Marines going down. Not bad. Oh my god. So you get 8 Marines. Kamikaze going for his own move out. Both players are max essentially. But carriers are just about to pop out. A nice anti-air missile. So let's connect. Oh, the Nova's a little bit lackluster as the rocks are hurting more than helping. Yeah, massive EMPs! Nova's go off, turning the army away. Trying to blink on forward, trying to get into all the Vikings. And so far, we do hold on. Carriers have arrived. Shield batteries, they hold the line as well. Kamikaze still looking for a way in. There we go. Third starport on the way. Fusion core as well. That's going to be for Liberator range. And Live Viking Ghost is what he needs. The Vikings, so a lot of them are going down. They did overextend for a moment. Shakti holds his own. Let's say a third. That's going to be a fourth starport here on the way as well. Just mass starport. But so far, I do prefer Shakti's army composition, as he's just throwing probes away. He doesn't want them. Decent EMPs. But the ideal for Shakti is going to be just Sky Toss and Disruptors. And I guess Viking. Sorry, no Viking, Stalker. Stalker to support, to protect against the Vikings. You can make an argument for Storm as well, but because of so many ghosts, Storms are going to be difficult to land, or High Templar are going to be difficult to use. So Disruptors make up for that. They both have their place. Guys gets a big counterattack. Hey, shuts down some side defense, gets shield batteries, depowers all the cannons. Oh my god, the Artosis Pylon! Artosis Pylon goes down. The Marauders, they hold their own. That'd be the 3-2 Marauders. They don't play. Getting a lot of value, actually. Behind this, Kamikaze still just building up his main army. How many Vikings? 16. 16 Vikings. That's a lot of Vikings. Plus EMP. Vikings, they do engage. They focus on the first Colossus and the carrier. Colossus goes down. Nerves go up. No connections. Oh, but we did lead out a lot of Vikings in the process. A lot of Vikings went down. We had 16, and now we're down to 11. Pushing forward. Nervous once again, so no way. We're chasing down those ghosts though. Massive pickoffs. Another ghost goes down. Another ghost cells forward, making 7 Vikings at a time. You thought we had a lot of Vikings before, Pappy? No. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's go. Now again, but because we're building up those Vikings, we do need, or I should say, Shakti needs more Stalkers, more Archons, more anti-air to protect those carriers. Speaking of, one carrier almost gets one-shot. One carrier falls. There's 3 carriers left. Now then, bear that in mind. Archons, they get within range. Archons, they go into town on the Vikings. Vikings go down. The Vikings are going to be completely shut down. But the Disruptors, they run into the Marines. Likewise, Disruptors get thrown away. A very chaotic fight. The Vikings have fallen, so have the Disruptors. The army sims on in. Do we have enough on the ground? Zealots, they come in from behind, and with a full surround, Shakti, he will take the fight. Takes down the Ghosts, takes out the Marines, and the ground army is breaking through. There's one carrier left, barely standing. But it's not about the Sky Toss anymore, it's about the ground toss. Another Disruptor falls. No planetary? Oh, a little bit greedy. It's an orbital. Mid base is going to go down. The orbital falls. And Shakti's just going to snowball from here. He's breaking on through. But again, that was a really rough fight earlier from Kamikaze. His Vikings did overextend, and he lost his Vikings initially. Massive Nova! Oh my god! Massive connection here on the Ghost. But the Vikings did overextend, and after the Vikings fell, there was nothing just stopping the army from just pushing and forcing its way forward. And Shakti is getting out of hand, is getting out of control. Likewise, Kamikaze never was able to embrace the Liberators. We're stuck on a Bio Viking. Nervous going up. And we're going to be able to get on some of these carriers. Some of them are left exposed, but there's still just so much more on the ground. Archons are coming in. And Kamikaze just cannot keep up, not with this kind of army. Ay. Not like this, as else they just keep coming in. They keep going. They close the distance. Planetary is going to try to hold on. Again, only a handful of carriers left. 2 Immortals as well. They focus out the Planetary. And Kamikaze has been broken. And was able to hold his own for quite some time this game, even having a stronger start. But there it is. Shakti will take the series 2-0 and be this week's Code for Giants Cup champion. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Shakti as he does take the series. My condolences to Kamikaze. I was hoping for an ace match. I was hoping for a game 3, but alas, we weren't quite able to get there in the end. Kamikaze didn't have a bad start at all this game, but alas, his overall, as the game settled, as both players backed off, as both players macroed up towards the late game, Kamikaze wasn't quite able to hit his own kind of ideal composition. For those that are curious, usually it's like Skytoss Ghost. It's not just Vikings in the air, but Liberators as well. Liberators, what they bring to the table, what they bring to the army of the Terran, is to be able to zone away the Disruptors, to zone away the ground army of the Protoss. So you have Liberators zoning away the ground army, you have the Vikings, of course, protecting the Libs and zoning away the carriers, and you have this kind of dance, this back and forth. Without the addition of the Liberators, you don't really have that anchor point as a Terran player to kind of, you know, to siege up, to force back the army, and to hold your own. That was a big portion that was lacking for Kamikaze, unfortunately. And as a result, even though the Vikings eventually dealt with most of the Skytoss units, it was the ground toss, it was the Disruptors, it was the Immortals, the Archons that broke through and were able to win it all in the end. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations. Congratulations to Shakti. As a reminder, best of 3, not a best of 5. The players did agree, because it's getting very late in Brazil. Very late. Players did agree on a shorter series, so just a best of 3 instead, and despite that though, a lot of fun games. GG, well played. Oh my god, and as we settle in, as we wrap up, a shout out to Fazig in the chat for the Twitch Prime. Gracias, baby, gracias. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for subscribing and for supporting. Gracias, guys. I hope you enjoy the content, hope you enjoy the casting, hope you enjoy the StarCraft. As we are done for the day, we're wrapping up for the day. It was again a bit of a longer broadcast initially here, bit of a longer broadcast. The broadcast was cut in half. If you want to tune into the VODs, check them out on YouTube, check them out on Twitch. Unfortunately, the stream did go down halfway through, but again, plenty of good matches, plenty of good series. If you want to tune into the next broadcast of the CranKy Ducklings, we got you covered tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to be live. Tomorrow we're going to be here on the channel with another event, a new event. It's not the most creative name. It's called the American StarCraft Tournament. There you go. There you go. Even though it's called the American StarCraft Tournament, it should be called the Latin American StarCraft Tournament. It's featuring a lot of Latin American players. It's featuring Neo, Slayer Marine, Cinder, Eon, Ryojin, Inexorable, Kamikaze, Rescue, Luciano, Eggs, Cristiano. A lot of Chileans, actually. A lot of Chilean players, some Peruvian players, a player from Costa Rica as well, from Brazil, plenty of players from Latin America, and some players from North America as well, are going to be coming together for an event tomorrow. So if you're interested, we're going to be live here at the same time tomorrow, at around the same time. Think like ESL Open Cup America's start time is around the time that we're going to be live. So do check it out, do tune in. It's going to be an amazing event, and hope you'll enjoy. Hope you'll enjoy it tomorrow. So mark your calendar, set your alarms, and tune into the CranKy Ducklings. I mean, we're live on a daily basis every day. We got some StarCraft. Yesterday we were live with ESL Americas. The day before that we were live with ESL Asia. And yeah, this weekend we're going to be busy with World Team League. WTL is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days of World Team League action. That's a lot. That's a lot of StarCraft. A lot of World Team League. So do tune in. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worn out. I'm a little bit worn out by all the casting and a little bit demotivated because the stream went down, but the show must go on. The show must go on. We're wrapping up here, but I'm going to be going live on my personal channel. There's going to be a little bit of a break in between. I'm going to go and get some water. I'm going to go stretch my legs a little bit and look outside. And then we'll be back with a bit of a cheeky ladder session. I'm going to be rating my personal channel, Light VIP. We all have our own personal channels. Myself, Yaku, Kuro, Steel Mold. We'll have our own personal channels where we do play other games, ladder sessions, Final Fantasy, you know, some other games here and there, some other RPGs at times. If you want to tune in, you can. We reserve our casting for this channel, for the CranKy Ducklings, and we reserve like ladder sessions and, you know, personal streams for our personal Twitch channels instead. So I'm going to be live there. Hopefully the internet does not disconnect. Hopefully. I ended my stream early yesterday because I was so sad because the internet dropped, even though it was meant to be fixed. So yeah, it's good times recently. Good times. Smooch. Aye. So yeah, gonna be laddering there if you're interested. We'll do my best. To recover my MMR, my ladder points from last night, and yeah, we'll see you guys over there, or we'll see you guys tomorrow for the American StarCraft 2 tournaments. See you tomorrow for that event instead. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Shout out to Cosmos for, of course, hosting this event and for making this a reality. Thank you so much, Cosmos. Much love, much support. And if you want to help support us even further, you can do so via Patreon, !Patreon in the chat. You can see underneath Kamikaze's name, you can see our current stretch goal and how much we currently make on Patreon. We're almost there. Our Patreon is set up for our weekly and monthly tournaments. Basically, we're quite transparent. It's all laid out. But all the money that we make on Patreon goes towards the events that we host on a weekly and monthly basis. Events like Sparkling Tuna Cup, Master Swan Open, and Sea Duckling Open as well. All the events are funded via Patreon, and you can help us grow the events via Patreon as well. Grow the events and turn them into, or grow them and boost the prize pool and pay out more players. Currently, our tournaments are top 2. Our tournaments are really top heavy at the moment. They only pay out top 2. If we can grow the prize pool, then we can pay out maybe top 4. That's the goal, at least. That's the hope. So yeah, you can support us on Patreon if you wish. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Hasta luego. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Hasta luego. Ciao.